Good morning. This is a video log for the character of excuse me for the character of Rodger Crispen, the current sitting justice of the Tarot Council. This journal entry, as written by him, is like all of his formal documents, very, very well written, very clean, very easy to read. Um, this journal entry herein is both the starting of his project for a clearly defined series of laws that will bind the supernatural community of Hong Kong that is under the care of the Tarot Council. It also contains an idea which he will present to the council, in that he wishes to address this matter officially on the docket. First, we will begin with his initial foray of creating the series of laws. It is the opinion of this humble author that within the unseen society there is a beautiful assortment of examples of the Tao. You have examples of life and death, of peace and aggression, of dreams and of logic. This book is intended to bring these beautiful elements, which are equally wonderful in their own way, into a single tapestry in which all beings, on whichever chapter of their journey to enlightenment and existence may be, herein are the humble suggestions by which I hope to aid in the building of a strong and united supernatural community. This first section deals with the importance of acknowledgement of the individual, as well as the importance of acknowledging the whole, and where these two pieces may find common ground. The first part in any legal discussion is understanding. Understanding of the facts, understanding of the evidence, which is presented by both sides of any given argument, and the understanding of the people themselves. Only by understanding others and by being able to delve into themselves, their communities, within the larger community, and their general point of view, can one hope to eventually smooth the waters. Only by approaching every case as an individual case, by approaching every scenario with the same dignity that one would give any case, can this be achieved. Now, to clarify, there is a place for a, a precedent, and these are important. However, the precedent should not be seen as an absolute. It is meant as a guideline, as an example, as something by which to cement and further an understanding within the law. However, a true judge, a true advocate, must be able to see the differences and the uniqueness of every situation. In this way, a proper sentence or a proper balance is maintained. Within any manner that in which two personages of 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 differing subcultures within the community are at odds. A sentence, upon reviewing the facts and the evidence presented, should acknowledge and give appropriate measures each of the differing factions, even when ruling in favor of one side or another. Every sentencing is also a period in which something may be learned if taught correctly. And any advocate or any judge that is presiding over a case, if they should be using this manuscript, should not be afraid to learn themselves. Because in a way, we are all students. We are all walking this very unique path. Perhaps in different directions. Yes. But we are united. And it is this unity that we are striving for and striving to acknowledge when the true Tao of law is found. And then upon setting down his pen upon the preface of his book, Rodger will take a second, or I guess take a separate piece of paper and begin writing a proposal, which he would formally like to present to the Tarot Council. Esteemed members of the Tarot Council and honorable members of the Tarot community, I stand before you today as the presiding justice of said council. I wish to put forward a motion in which I will formally suspend my membership to my house, to forward what is my hope, desire, and understanding, the ability of being your justice. I am a member of this council because you allow me to be so. And it is my belief that justice must be for all or for none. You cannot have it both ways, especially in this case. In acknowledgement of this, I request that all sorry about that. I request that all houses, if they're willing, acknowledge me and will promise their aid and their assistance should it be called upon. While I am not of one individual house, I wish to be of all houses. Only in this way can I see a way clearly of maintaining the true sense of what is my understanding of the Tao. I do not expect an answer right away. However, it is my desire to put this forward. I would also advocate for my fellow members of the council to emulate my choice, though I acknowledge this as my choice and do not expect anyone else to follow me. However, I believe that in true neutrality, can we of the major arcana hope to see all sides, and hope to govern in a fair and just manner. Now, for some of the sitting members, they are already well-established members of their own society. I do not see this as an issue. However, I would advocate that a clear understanding that their position within their individual communities must be considered secondary when dealing with council business. That is not to say that their second position is not important, just that the service of the community at large must, I feel, take precedence. Secondarily, and in this spirit, I would advocate in the introduction of the minor arcana system within the houses. For example, it is my understanding that each society has, in their view, a leader, just as they have a speaker for this council. So, as here is my example. Each speaker of each house should be considered henceforth the ace of that house. In addition, the primary leader of that house, be it an alpha or an elder or the prince, should be considered the king of that house. Whether by social status or formal acknowledgement within the house, thereby determined within their societal practices and formally acknowledged by this council, thereby creating, I feel, a bond which over time may strengthen. In addition, both in conjunction with the policies and traditions of their respective house, their king may nominate a knight or a page of their house, perhaps someone they consider an advisor or a primary protector of the house, respectively. This is my proposal, which I present to you today. And within the infinite wisdom of the Tao and your collective understandings, I hope whilst this proposal in its current incarnation may or may not be herein ratified, but some reasonable compromise might be made. Irregardless, I, on a personal note, will elect to suspend for the duration of my term as the seated justice my House membership. Thank you.